Today, the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, also Dougie just settled down, released on pretty much all platforms, as far as I'm aware. And I picked up the Switch version because I showcased a whole bunch of stuff on the Switch, and I was like, hey, a whole bunch of Metal Gear games on the Switch? That's pretty cool. And, I'll pop in this one cartridge, and I have, like, this collection of some classic games here on the cartridge. Nope. Wrong. That was not the case. So I was under the impression that this would be a game cartridge that you'd pop in, you boot up that game, and then here's like a menu of the different games you can select. You pop in this cartridge, and it pulls up 5 things that it all says that you have the cartridge currently in for. And it does them in the order of Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, then like Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, and then bonus content here. It's really weird. And apparently the only thing that's actually on the physical cartridge of this itself is like the bonus content and the classic games here of Metal Gear 1 and Metal Gear 2. So there's technically 4 classic games. There's the MSX version of Metal Gear 1, the NES version of Metal Gear 1. There's Snake's Revenge, and there's Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So this is Metal Gear 1 and 2 here, MSX and all that, and then I guess the NES version and Snake's Revenge is in here. Which, one, hey, hype that there's an official release of Snake's Revenge for the first time in, like, forever. We did a playthrough of Snake's Revenge a little while back. That's gotta be, like, one of my new favorite, quote-unquote, bad games. I don't really want to call it a bad game, per se. It had some things that weren't all that great about it. But I loved Snake's Revenge. That was a hidden gem right there. Yeah, so does it exist physically on the other versions? Well, evidently it wouldn't with something like PC, but something like PS5 or Xbox Series X, is it physically there? Did they not want to do it for the cartridge? Also, I don't know how icons work on those other consoles. I think so, huh? I don't know how it shows for the other consoles. I assume just one disc in at a time. Would those other things be like, not on PC at least? I assume PC is just like, hey, here's all these games in your Steam library now. Kind of the way that it showcases it here. But I assume like Xbox Series X and PS5 would just show like, hey, here's the one disc that you can boot into and then a menu with everything. That's what I would assume. I find it very strange that this is what the Switch version did. So we started our Metal Gear series on the channel last year. I love showcasing all sorts of like important, influential games throughout the gaming industry's history, and Metal Gear was one of the ones that I knew I wanted to do. So last year we covered Metal Gear 1, technically the NES version that you'd find in here, during the May 24-hour charity stream last year, and then Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake we covered during the second 24-hour charity stream last year, the one in November. We always do one in May and one in November. And we have one like coming up this November, like a week and a half from now or something like that. And we did Snake's Revenge in the middle there too for fun and like a mini fundraiser thing before the actual full-on event. So like all 3 of the retro games were done last year. We did Metal Gear Solid 1, the PC version off of GOG.com, I think is the platform name. Which had like the one official PC release before this point of Metal Gear Solid 1. And then this got announced. So we'll do Metal Gear Solid 2 during the 24-hour cherry stream coming up in November, and that's another playthrough where it's like I want to do it through for the 24-hour cherry stream. So let's not start it right now, because I'd love to have the playthrough start on, the ice rink at this event. We're doing this extra, it's pronounced G-O-G-O, okay, how's it going today, Eagle? Yeah, so first of all, how Konami fucked it. The only games that are on the cartridge are the retro Metal Gear games. That's it. Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 you need to download, which is still downloading right now. I downloaded these other ones earlier today. Everything on the Xbox and PS version should have everything on the disc if you're reading this correctly. So it's just the Switch version where it's like they couldn't bother putting it on the cartridge. By the way, this is a full-priced game. I paid $80 for this. And, yeah, the only thing that's actually on the cartridge is the NES and MSX games. Yeah, I was just going through that here. So last year we did the 3 retro games. We did Metal Gear 1, the NES version. So I guess I could play the MSX version to showcase a little bit of the differences since I haven't done that. For the first 24-hour charity stream last year. Then we did Snake's Revenge like a week before the second 24-hour charity stream last year. And then we did Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. What's the meaning of this? The Master Collection came out, so we're showcasing it a little bit. It just released today. So that's what's going on here, and I'm downloading MGS3 right now. Um, and then May this year we did Metal Gear Solid 1. I do want to do 2 during the 24-hour cherry stream this November. Like, November 4th is the day. Like, if anyone wants to look up for that day. I'm going to be going for 24 hours, going to do a whole lot of this. Probably going to do, like, some Mario Party and some other games with my game design group that I'm in right now. So that might be fun, too. But I want to do this during the 24-hour cherry stream. And Metal Gear Solid 3, I have no intentions of doing a full playthrough of this version, because there's a remake in production anyway. I just want to cover the remake. But that does mean that 3 is technically a fair game to showcase a little bit of just for fun, and then just be like, yeah, I'm just playing like an hour and a half in, or something like that, and then, you know, just take a little bit of a chill pill and wait for the remake to come out. You know, this is something that I can be content with only doing a little bit of a beginning of a playthrough, and just being like, yeah, the remake's coming out later anyway, and we'll do the remake when it's out. So I just figured I'd showcase this a little bit, maybe play a little bit of MGS3 just for fun, and we'll play MGS2 on November 4th. Try to go through. But, like, I may as well showcase this and what's here and stuff like that. But yeah, so we've played all the way up to Metal Gear Solid 1, and Metal Gear Solid 2 is coming up. But yeah, also the Switch version is lower frame rate when it can run 60 FPS. Oh. Odd. I do like notes like this where it's just like, hey, you know, some people might consider this outdated, but fuka you, we're keeping it original, you know? Screw, like, trying to account for modern sensitivities or anything like that. So yeah, in the bonus content here, there's the NES version of Metal Gear. So this is the version that we played on the channel, rather than the MSX version. And Snake's Revenge, look, there it is! An official re-release. You know, I could be hyped about that. So, after the first Metal Gear 1 came out on the MSX. And then Konami was like, hey, let's capitalize on the NES market, and they got a team to make an NES version that actually had quite a few differences compared to the original. And then apparently that turned into a commercial success, so they were like, hey, let's have I love Snake's Revenge, it's so good! And then from there they were like, hey, the NES version was successful, let's get the NES team to make something else. So in Konami's original sequel, this didn't even have Metal Gear in the title, it was just called Snake's Revenge. Technically the full title was Snake's Revenge Metal Gear 2. And this was made without any involvement from Kojima, it was just made as like Konami and this NES team. And it was made exclusively for the West. This never released in Japan. It's explicitly made for Western audiences, which is why Snake, he's like super swole, he's got like 2 guns, 1 in each hand. You know, he looks kind of like you'd see maybe Arnold Schwarzenegger in some action movies. That's probably something like what they're going for. It looks like they don't show the full art here. They have some woman on, like, some radio thingamabob on, like, the lower part of this art that I guess isn't being showcased here. Big sad. Online manual. Oh, there it is! There it is. That's the full art for the game. This was Snake's Revenge. Oh yeah, that's right. This might actually be, as of today, the first Japanese release of Snake's Revenge. You might be right. When did this first come out? And then Kojima found out about this game and he was like, huh, I'm gonna make my own Metal Gear sequel. And then he made the official sequel, which is like Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So this isn't canon to the overall story. Hold on, I'm gonna look it up if it's the case. I'm gonna look up when this came out. Snake's Revenge. When was this again? 1990. Okay, April 1990. And I think Metal Gear 2 was later in 1990. Or maybe it was 1991? No, it was later in 1990. So Kojima found out about this when it was like partway through production. And he was like, I'm gonna make my own. So the one that he made is the official one. But here we have Snake's Revenge made for Western audiences. I'm gonna play a little bit of it. We have to wait for MGS3 to download anyway. I love me Snake's Revenge. I think it's crazy that it's the only retro Metal Gear that I've actually beaten, instead of giving up towards the end and then just watching someone else do it on YouTube afterwards. Yeah. Wait, that's a Tech 9? Oh my god, that gun sucks. Is that what that is there? But it's meant to look cool and stuff like that, right? And good news, turned in a paper on the film Stagecoach, and dear god, that is the most white American Western you've ever seen. Kind of like, Snake's Revenge was probably designed to be here, except not a Western. Hold on, let's start. Let's just play a little bit of it. I already have a full playthrough of this game on the channel. Snake's a lieutenant now. Lieutenant Snake, we received information from our intelligence man at the enemy's base. They have a weapon. Is it Metal Gear, which you destroyed 3 years ago? Go to the enemy base with 2 men. The pilot knows the route, did that just say? Yeah. John Turner, in the Navy's Info Center for 6 years, is an infiltration pro. Whoa. Japanese version is the real Metal Gear 2. Wait, so are you telling me there's no Snake's Revenge in the Japanese release of the collection? This is still exclusively for American audiences? No way. Look how swole he is. Lieutenant Solid Snake is a martial arts expert. He destroyed Metal Gear 1, is now Operation 747 leader. Look how buff he is. Look how swole even his sprite is here. I love it. I love this game. Also, this theme is a bit of a bop. Jungle infiltration. Oh. Dang it. No. I don't remember my controls. How do I back out of this? Whoa. I don't know how to back out of this. I heard I only found one remake of this theme, just because, like, Snake's Revenge is so niche. I have no idea how the hell to back out of this. There we go. And I actually used it in one of my Minecraft episodes. There was this one episode where we trekked into the jungle, and I got, like, a whole bunch of parrots and stuff, and I used a remix of this theme here, Jungle Infiltration. It's a bit of a bop. But yeah, let's see here. Let's just see here. So, Japan is robbed of this masterpiece. Send the link to the site you're reading. So, Western version collection is missing no, the, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake is right here. Like, it's right there. Here's Metal Gear 1 and 2. The original's there. Here's Snake's Revenge and bonus content. Did it stop this download? So, the Western version is, oh, is there, save states? Ooh, nice. Alright, that makes it nicer to get through this. Well, I've already done a full playthrough of this, so I don't need to again. And yeah, we don't have a gun, we just have punching initially. Hold on. I gotta click this link. Hold on, let's see here. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid Master Collection. Multi-language. So this is the Japanese release, huh? Hold on. Display Capture 2. Let's have a look-see here. So, relive the first 3 entries into Metal Gear Solid franchise. My microphone's kind of in the way. I could put it on my main monitor. So it includes Metal Gear Solid, including VR missions, special missions, Metal Gear 2 Sons of Liberty, the HD Collection version, and Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater HD Collection version, Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. But, hold on. Because it wasn't included under the games in, like, the main Master Collection thingamabob for Snake's Revenge. It was included in, like, some other menu for bonus content. Or something like that. So maybe it's just not listing it there? Because if I look up Metal Gear Solid Master Collection, like the actual site for it. Let's see here. Yeah, this thingamabob here. And I've confused myself before about, wow, it's my birthday. It's 1961, then that day. Sure. It's definitely that. Like, on the actual main page. Yeah, that's what I'm curious about now. Where they list the actual games. Yeah, here's Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. And then it lists Metal Gear and Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake as, like, its own separate thingamabob here. And then, but yeah, it includes this under bonus content. Like, here's the NES version of Metal Gear, and then there's Snake's Revenge. So it includes it in, like, a separate menu. It doesn't even list it in, like, the list of games here. It's just like, hey, here it is in bonus content and stuff. I do like that it includes, like, all these things and stuff. That's pretty cool. I might end up looking through it at some point on my own time, you know. But, yeah, that, about the output resolution and frame rate per platform. Oh, yeah, Nintendo Switch. Yeah, so 30 FPS, I guess. Steam is 30 FPS too? Oh, for just Metal Gear Solid. Oh, it's 30 for all here. Oh, I see. And then, but still Steam? Wait, what? Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 are only 60 FPS on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, and Xbox Series X? It's, no, wait, it is 60 here. I saw the 30s and I associated I'm stupid. Yeah, maybe I should have just gotten this on PC. But, you know, it is nice to have stuff like this on a handheld platform. Alright, I'm losing my mind over nothing there. But yeah, I am genuinely curious, because this game was only released in the West. It was a Western exclusive game that was meant to appeal to Western audiences with Swole Snake here. So did Japan get this amazing gem of a video game? Oh yeah, I remember I struggled to not be seen by that helicopter in the beginning of the playthrough, didn't I? Oh yeah. This is where everything falls apart. Yeah, I remember now. No. Yeah, that initial helicopter is in, like, such a troll spot. It's so dumb. Japan, okay, nice. So Japanese players finally get an official release of this Western exclusive non-canon Metal Gear game. Found a link that shows it. Nice. Ooh, a ration. Oh, man. I'm gonna die, though. No. I don't even remember how to play this game. This was a year ago that I played it. Almost a year on the dot. Right? Like, to coincide with the doing this right before the second 24-hour cherry stream of the year. Anyway. No. How do I... Okay, the bumper's there. Let's return to main menu. That's what we'll do. Oh, yeah, it should also be noted that with each one of these that I launched, I needed to accept, like, a terms of use for every one of them. Here's the NES version. Oh, interesting. It gives you options between North American version and Japanese version. That's nice, at least. On the Play Asia site, there's a link to the Japanese Konami website. It shows. Okay, so it's in that, like, extras there, I guess. Interesting. So in the, like, the link that you, or if I just go to, like, the main site and switch it to Japanese, well, I believe you. Yeah, so this is the version that we played. This was the first Metal Gear playthrough that we did on the channel. Wow. Yeah, I think that these can be fascinating to play, to put them into the context of the time, but might not exactly be, you know, the best held up games by today's standards. But yeah, this was the NES version. This is what we played. We do go through, like, the jungle and then into the facility. You just go right into the facility in the MSX version, I believe. Okay, yeah, let's see here. So yeah, this is still the same Play Asia site. It's just like some bonuses thing there, you mean? In bonus content? I don't know. This is still the same link as before. But I'll believe you that it's on there, which is cool that, like, the Japanese, under the useful links section, I can control F for links. Useful links. Oh, official website, Japanese. Yeah, and then if I turn display capture 2 and go here. Yeah, so this is the equivalent site here. The heck is this? Yeah, so like same kind of format where it's like, here's the games, here's these two, and under bonus games, there's Snake's Revenge. So I wonder if they got like an official translation then. If there's now an official Japanese version of Snake's Revenge. Which would be awesome. I didn't have the option for it here. Unless there was like a menu option for like change language or something like that. Hold on. Oh, the bumpers are not to open stuff here anymore. What? Well, maybe I just need to hit both bumpers at once. Hold on. Return to the main menu. Hold on. Because yeah, there is the Japanese version available there. Is there like a settings thing for this? Controller settings? No. Alright, so I'm stuck with the English version here. And maybe there is only the English version. Maybe they didn't create an official translation for Japanese. But that would be kind of cool if they did. What's in video here? Metal Gear Solid digital graphic novel. Oh. I guess these are just the French versions. There really is not crap on this cartridge, is there? Holy crap. Digital soundtrack. I think I listened to a little bit of this here. No, it's not paid DLC. It is free. There was like a pre-order thingamabob though. Like, if you look at this, I didn't realize that there would be this going on, but if you look at the case, there's Day 1 edition. It says you might not be able to see it clearly. It's not even gonna focus, but Day 1 edition, bonus music tracks included. Apparently, if you get it on Day 1, you get bonus music tracks. So I already redeemed this code. There's a code here in the opening where it's like, Day 1 edition. 3 bonus music tracks. What? Why wouldn't they just be on here? And you'd think that comics wouldn't take all that much space. Why do you need to download the comics? So apparently, if you get the Day 1 edition, the things that you get are The Best Is Yet to Come, Master Collection version, and The Best Is Yet to Come is a fantastic Metal Gear theme. Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday, Master Collection version, and Snake Eater, Master Collection version. I don't know what the Master Collection versions are. Are they like new remasters or something there? But you know, those are, you know, some legendary themes right there. So newly recorded orchestral renditions created specifically for the Master Collection Volume 1. Oh, so they are new. And I redeemed my code on the back here already. And it apparently downloaded it. Where can I find them? I want to hear them then. Would they be at like the bottom? Where would they be? Yeah. Hold on. So apparently these are like new mixes? Hold on. We gotta listen. Ooh. And finally, the Japanese can enjoy the masterpiece that is Snake's Revenge. Yes, finally. Previously only available for Western audiences. Ooh, I'm liking this so far. Ah. Trying to adjust the Doogie Cam well. Oh, let's not drop it. There. Something like that. Yeah, it's gonna get copyright claimed, whatever. As long as I don't end up getting like a copyright strike, whatever. This is really nice. Snake versus Monkey. Versus Monkey D. Luffy. Noah. I hope that these get properly uploaded to YouTube. I do certainly hope. I'm sure someone will. I really hope that there's nobody that tunes into this, you know, stream / video specifically because they want to listen to this and they deal with my voice over the music. It's really not. And then coming up is where it gets really good. I do love me some The Best Is Yet to Come. Yeah, they've gotta be, right? Is Konami one of those companies that'll just take down the, I don't think so. I've seen, like, postings of other Metal Gear soundtrack without it seeming like, you know, the videos were taken down or anything. So surely this stuff will go up and then I can add it to then hopefully I can add it to some playlists and stuff to listen to. Ooh. Oh, that transition! Oh, that's really good. So dumb that you only get this with the day one version. Yeah, I mean, they have changed a bit from before, and given the reputation, won't be surprised. Yeah, we'll see. Watch, my channel's gonna get taken down. That's really good. I want this in my music playlists. Ooh. No, violin's like my favorite instrument. And this is really good. I guess I'll just let it play out. I love me some amazing video game music, and my god. I love me some Metal Gear music. Holy crap. Yeah! That too. I mean, all of them. They are 3 legendary Metal Gear themes here. Yeah, there have been some times that I've gone to the Legend of Zelda symphonies that have come through town, where it just straight is a full-on orchestra doing, like, various Legend of Zelda themes. This makes me want a Metal Gear orchestra. Like, if there was that I could go attend, I would buy tickets immediately. You know. This makes me want to go to an actual Metal Gear orchestra, is what this makes me want to do. But yeah, you'd honestly kill to hear the songstress sing this with the violin. Oh yeah, add that. That'd be really cool. I mean, even this is really... Yeah. They are gonna do this when they eventually re-release Metal Gear Rising, one of these collections. Yeah. They haven't said anything about further collections, but this is straight up called Metal Gear Solid Master Collection Volume 1, which implies that there's going to be another volume that I assume is going to include Metal Gear Solid 4, 5, and Rising. And like maybe some other spin-offs. They'll probably include like a Peace Walker and stuff too, I assume. Yeah, honestly. Like, honestly, some peak video game OST right there, the Metal Gear stuff. Oh, you say Metal Gear Rising. I did see the art, but still, Metal Gear in general is some awesome stuff. And Metal Gear Rising, yeah, that's really good. It's a very different style than the other Metal Gear soundtracks, but it's really good as well. Come on, just put Metal Gear Survive in. Oh god, no. But yeah, if Volume 1 goes up to Metal Gear Solid 3, then it's like, yeah, that'll come to the Switch here as it did. But, you know, if there is a Volume 2, I don't think that there's any way that it's coming to the Switch. You know, everything but the Switch is what it's gotta be. But I want this on the, you know, the portable platform and the thing that I mainly showcase around here. Yeah, that's really good. I quite like that. That's gotta be like one of my favorite The Best Is Yet to Come covers now. That was good. I approve of that. I guess it only includes like 20 themes here. I guess like some of the, you know, really big ones, some of the influential ones. It'd be nice if they include like the full soundtracks or something like that. All right, let's see here. Metal Gear Solid 2, Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday. So here's a theme from like all 3 of the games in the collection. They did a special remaster for one theme from all 3, which is cool. Let's see here. Make that a ringtone. What, the best is yet to come? That there. Sands of Time Master Collection version of When Konami? When's that gonna happen? Okay, it's been a long time since I've heard Can't Say Goodbye to Yesterday. Like, I'm a lot more familiar with The Best Is Yet to Come and Snake Eater. But I have definitely heard the theme before, just not in a little while. So I don't know exactly where it's going. It's so dramatic, I like it. Ooh, some smooth jazz here. Yeah, that is nice. I do approve. I definitely preferred The Best Is Yet to Come. Now this is pretty good, but I feel like Best Is Yet to Come and Snake Eater are gonna be the much more legendary ones. Whenever your best friend texts you once in a while when he does, all you hear is the whisper, Snake Eater. And then your brother is the ration usage sound. Yeah, the sax is definitely pretty nice. Yeah, some recurring Metal Gear stuff there, it seems like. I haven't heard my phone's ringtone go off in so many years to be able to keep that ringer off. I don't even know my ringtone is set to anymore. I wouldn't be able to tell you. Yeah, so wanted to play that into ringtone and phone stuff then, I guess. I wish that I had played these games like back when. Like, I owned a PlayStation 2. I could have played things like Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3. I might have been a little bit young for the content, but if by some twist of fate I found those games in my hands, I probably would have ended up really liking them. Most likely. Also, I just want to check real quick. Is this not downloading? What? No! Dang it! Oh, I'm pressing the bumpers and, can I not go to where I was before? Because L and R just cycles the... Wow. Maybe the right stick? Nope, not the right stick. No. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I guess so, but I wasn't playing those kinds of games when I was young. You can shuffle? No. Well, whatever. On to Snake Eater we go. Yeah, not a great audio player. Oh. Is there gonna be lyrics? There's gotta be lyrics, right? Okay, no lyrics to this version. Piano was pretty nice. What a thrill. At least here's a nice version for if you just want to listen to music without lyrics, I guess, but, you know, Snake Eater without lyrics doesn't quite feel right. But sounds the best, like the best Yule log on the fire for Xmas? What, Snake Eater? This does sound like it would be a relaxing Yule log here. This is like the relaxing Persona version. That's a good way to put it. Basically is, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, the original Snake Eater theme is like a very dramatic James Bond-esque, like here's a game intro kind of thing, or like a movie kind of intro thing, like you'd see at the beginning of a James Bond movie. And it's like super dramatic and gets intense at points. But this is, yeah, this is a relaxing version. The relaxing, jazzy Christmas version. What this is. Yeah, while you chill out in Cafe Leblon. Alright, you're sold. 100% playing this during Xmas. Just leave this going with a Yule log. Of maybe liquid burning on Metal Gear or something. Not like that happened in Metal Gear Solid 1, but like, you know, could have almost happened while Metal Gear was on fire there. Metal Gear Rex, I believe it was. Just have a Yule log with liquid burning there and, you know, play this. Because people have made Yule logs of things like Darth Vader burning in Star Wars, you know. I could totally do that with liquid there, even if it's not what canonically happened, you know. Because it almost happened, may as well. Just do that, it'd be kind of funny. Yeah, meanwhile, they play Snake Eater on the giant ladder. Do they play it on the ladder segment that I've heard so much about? Yeah, this is pretty nice and relaxing. It is definitely a very different approach. Then they have some random person doing the crazy revolver swings. Yeah, do all that. Pull a revolver ocelot there. It's the rule. Someone in the background of the Yule log. You know how they have, some people have those kind of almost live Yule logs, not live, but you know, in the sense that it shows like an actual fire burning, so sometimes you'll see a guy come onto the camera and add some more logs. But what if instead of having someone that comes by and you see his hands like put more fire onto the logs onto the fire, and so you just see a hand come on and start swirling around a revolver and doing all sorts of tricks, and then the hand goes away. Like that's what the what happens in the Metal Gear Yule log. And then maybe sometimes they'll put on an additional log if he can be bothered. You know. Imagine. Wouldn't that be good? But yeah, that's why there's so many Snake Eater ladder jokes. At least that's what you've heard. Oh jeez. Huh. Alright. Yeah, that was good. I like those. Download. And then here I can download the digital graphic novels. I don't know, maybe I will at some point and check it out on my own time. I'm sure that they're posted online in case anyone's curious. Oh, language. I'm curious. Alright, so it's that second last one there. Hold on, I just want to see. Oh, I don't think there's a Japanese version of this game. Oh, that would have been so cool if it got an official translation. Oh well. Was this language? Sweet. Good thing my memory's on point here. Screen? Oh. Oh, for like the background when you're playing things. Interesting. Oh, that's nice for content creation stuff. That's nice. It basically can become like one of my layouts. That's nice though. I do like that. Notifications. I mean, notifications. Japan is stuck with English, yeah. No Japanese version features that'll be added in a future update. The ability to select screen options. But wasn't that already added in? Was it just not built into the cartridge there? Notice regarding known issues, we are aware that users are experiencing download issues with the video content on a certain platform. What's the certain platform? Yeah, ones that are stuck at like, you know, older games that are stuck at a 4x3 dimensions. Those are nice options. Credits. The Nier Automata-esque UI here. Wow. Yeah, maybe there. Alright, let's close that. No! Gosh dang it! There we go. You can start the software early, and I tried out what would happen if I did this out of curiosity. You can interact with stuff on the main menu, but you can't actually start the game until you finish downloading this. Is the case. And I looked it up, like, can downloads continue on the Switch while you're playing other things? And apparently the answer was yes, as long as they don't use network features. Maybe that was a lie. I don't know. But yeah, so all these things just load up. I don't know, maybe I'll do a brief little bit of MSX Metal Gear just because that's the version that we didn't do. I think we showcased a little bit of it at the end of that playthrough. I don't remember. Look, and it's continuing download now. Continues expression and themes which may be considered outdated. However, these elements have been included without alteration to preserve the historical context in which the game was made in the creator's original vision. Player's discretion is advised. I do like that, where it's just like, hey, you know, you release something like this today, and there's gonna be a lot of people out there that are sensitive Sallies, but suck it up. Is what it basically says, you know. Yeah, so these are the official releases of, you know, like the canonical intended versions of Metal Gear 1 and 2. And then the bonus stuff, you have like the NES version, which was the one that we played. Because I didn't even realize that there was like the difference between the MSX and NES versions back when I was starting to play there. There's Snake's Revenge. Good old Snake's Revenge Metal Gear 2. Is this English translation Metal Gear 1 good though? I don't know, let's find out. Wait, what's the master book? Book references content from the entire Metal Gear series. Recommend reading this after you complete each game to avoid spoiling your experience. If it seems like there's too much spoilers, I'll click off. I want to see this. And hold on. Yes, it's continuing to go. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake. So maybe it's just for these games. Open menu. Oh, interesting. Interesting. How do I flip the pages? Okay, the bumpers and stuff. So I guess this is a book that like would have actually released alongside them. It is nice that, you know, despite this crumminess with this, you know, Big Boss, yeah, I knew about that bit, and some people have been like, what? You spoiled that for yourself? And it's like, I didn't mean to, but, you know, Metal Gear is big enough that it's one of the things I just kind of found out about without realizing it. That, like, there's different bosses and stuff like that, and a whole convoluted mess there. But yeah, I guess these would have released at one point with it, and it is cool that they're including it here. It sucks that you have to download Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, and 3 that they aren't on the cartridge, but it is nice that it's like, hey, here's all this other media surrounding it, like these books and these graphic novels and stuff like that. I do like that. Shame that Konami cannot relicense the historical footage used in the original releases. Oh, somehow a company that no longer exists can hold a license to content that no one can use. Wait, so are some of the cutscenes changed in like some of these versions of these games? Is that what's going on here? Yeah, rescue Dr. Madnar, destroy Metal Gear Story, The Outer Heaven Uprising. Yeah, interesting. And the battle with Big Boss, and then it references some of the later games and stuff. Interesting. So it really encapsulates everything there. And here's like the character files and stuff. Does it say their codes for on the radio? I guess maybe it shows in the images there. Metal Gear 2 Story, the Zanzibar Land Disturbance. So you can get a recap here. And then there's a, yeah, I remember that in Metal Gear Solid 1. In Metal Gear Solid, Snake and Grey Fox do battle once again on Shadow Moses Island. I remember that. And then he turned into a cool dude and helped us at the end. You know? Metal Gear 2 character files. Yeah. Grey Fox, former member of Foxhound. After Big Boss left the unit, he disappeared in pursuit of him. And then came back in Metal Gear Solid 1. Mercs of Zanzibar Land. Black Ninja Running Man. Oh yeah! Running Man! That was the guy that gave me, like, the most trouble in the memeiest way. Like, I remember Red Blaster, I remember Black Ninja. Jungle Evil, hold on, did Jungle Evil and Night Fright, were those ones that I did, or was that by the time that I gave up and, you know, just watched someone else do it? I remember Running Man, though, I forgot about that. Well versed in explosives, he utilizes an incredible running speed to plant booby traps, a former sprinter. That has gotta be, like, one of my favorite bosses in a video game. It was so silly. He just runs around and you have to place down mines, like, where he's gonna step and then make him step on that. It was so funny. I loved Running Man. Gotta be, like, one of the best video game bosses. Yes, some of the cutscenes had to be replaced because the license to prior use historical footage expired at the end of 2021. Really? Huh. The explanation of Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake, the origin of the Metal Gear systems and style. I guess I'll scan through this, and then anyone that is intrigued about reading more can, like, pause this video when this is uploaded on YouTube afterwards and, like, read it there. Okay, so that was the book then, I guess. Yeah. That was interesting. Like, maybe I'll take the time to look at it properly sometime later. What's the screenplay book? Okay. Interesting. Oh! It's kind of like a movie script here. I wonder if this was put together because, you know, Kojima wanted to get into filmmaking growing up. Like, he wanted to be a film director, but instead he became a game director. But clearly, as we've seen in things like the cutscenes of Metal Gear Solid, you know, he clearly designed his games, like, in the style of a film. Yeah! It's a script in the format of what you'd see of, like, a play or a movie script. Interesting. So I wonder if this was put together, like, originally with the development of the game. That's interesting. Because, yeah, Clearly took a lot of film inspirations in making Metal Gear. That's actually pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Really goes to show that there was actually a lot of dialogue in it, wasn't there? Yeah. Even like the descriptions. Like, he uses card 6 on a locked door on the east side. Interesting. Death Stranding's also film style, for better or worse, given Kojima's tendency for exposition dump. Yeah, that was one of the things I saw was like a big complaint a lot of people had with with Death Stranding, was that gameplay is just a whole lot of point A to point B delivering packages, and then like here's massive exposition dumps all at once. Like apparently, from what I've heard, the game's like really good at the beginning and end, like when all the super intense stuff is happening, but the middle is just like a whole bunch of like package delivering and almost nothing happening, and then like big spurts of exposition dump. And for me, like, I haven't seen much of the gameplay of it. I watched a cutscene movie of it shortly after it came out. Even I was getting bored, like, around the middle parts, just seeing these cutscenes over and over again of just like, here, take this package. Oh, thank you for delivering my package. Oh, here, take this package. Thank you for delivering my package. Okay, this one would be the whole lot longer one. Metal Gear 2 Solid Snake had a lot of dialogue. Just massive exposition dumps in. It's so annoying. Yeah. It'll be interesting to see if he changes that in, I'm just gonna turn off chat briefly and then just like go through this, just in case there is anyone that wants to pause the video for anything here. And this is uploaded after. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Death Stranding 2 does. A Hind D? What's a Russian attack helicopter doing? I know, whatever the heck the thing was. Yeah, it's quite a bit of script, isn't it? At first I was about to say there's no way that's it. Because there's a lot of dialogue in Metal Gear 2. You know, as we found out. Yeah, and even these descriptions. Snake avoids all the enemies and traps that have been set as he makes his way up to the 20th floor. He uses card 7 on the door at the end and heads back inside. Snake talks to a boy in a room on the 20th floor. So yeah, I assume that these scripts would have been put together alongside the games originally. Like, clearly taking inspirations from film here, and then using this to, you know, start making the game. There we go! I can play some Metal Gear Solid 3 for a little bit tonight. I do have work to get to tomorrow. And I'll be doing a mix of work alongside studying for a midterm I have the following day tomorrow, is how I'm gonna be spending tomorrow, so definitely no streaming to stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be, cramming a whole bunch of stuff. You know? Yeah, this really puts into perspective how much there really was in Metal Gear 2. Solid Snake. Like, there was a decent bit of stuff in Metal Gear 1. But Metal Gear 2 was when Kojima went, you know, crazy there. I guess this is the back of the book. Like, that's the design there, because I can't advance anymore. Yeah, so glad that Kojima's working on Dark Souls 2. Isn't that awesome? Let's just show the intro of OG Metal Gear. Wait. Yeah, that is the one that I have selected here. Just because it was different from the NES version that we played. We played the NES version where it's like we start out in a jungle, have to get through there, and then we get into this facility. But you just go like right into this facility through like some water channels in the MSX version. But yeah, it was the lore! How's it going? Today's a sandwich. Hellos. I think we might have showcased like a YouTube video showing what the MSX version intro looked like at the end of the Metal Gear 1 playthrough. Or maybe at the end of one of the other retro ones. Pretty original. Easy back. Here, let's just show like how it starts. Yeah, so no jungle segment. We just go right on in. That's a tank. But yeah, Konami actually kept the Kojima logo instead of deleting it. Yeah, it does seem like something that Konami might do, deleting that. This is Big Boss. Operation Intrude N313. Infiltrate the enemy's base, Outer Heaven, and destroy the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's go over the details first. Make contact with Gray Fox and find the location of the ultimate weapon, Metal Gear. Let's use frequency 120.85 for all communications from now on. Over. Yeah, and this is how the video game starts. What? What do you want? This is Big Boss. The mission is infiltration. Make sure the enemy does not discover your whereabouts. Over. You start out without full life? That's silly. They fixed the English translation? Was it bad? Or are you just thinking about the NES version? Wait, should I test that? Hold on, before we hop into a little bit of MGS3. I don't know what the English translation was like in the MSX version, but I do remember that it was all messed up in the NES version there. where it's like, you know, the guy's yelling, "I'm feeling sleepy," or something like that. If you wait a little bit. Or, "I feel asleep." I don't remember. Please play in a well-lit room while sitting or standing as far away from the screen as possible. Well, sorry about it. Hold on. I gotta check this now. The NES version. Game selection, Metal Gear. North American version, hold on. Did this dialogue stay the same? I just want to see the thing about, like, "I feel asleep," or whatever the heck it was. Because there's, like, the first guard on, like, the immediate next screen that you go to, and if you wait for long enough, it says something about feeling asleep. I don't know how to answer that call anymore. Hold on. "I'm getting sleepy." Okay. Was that what it was in the original thing? Where he just yelled, "I'm getting sleepy"? Oh yeah, I feel, okay, it's the same. "I feel asleep." Well, I guess he woke himself back up again. Maybe he's trying to say, "I fell asleep," and, you know, woke himself up. "I'm getting sleepy." Okay, so they kept it original. But, like, you know, I feel like it's better that way. You know, put it into the context of the times, you know. "I feel asleep." Oh man, what a gem right there. Metal Gear 1 on the NES, what a gem in and of itself. My goodness, yeah, some of the translations there. It's so good. Oh, he's turning. "I'm getting sleepy." All right, yeah, that's the same there. My goodness. One of the recent things that was discussed in my game design class that I'm in right now is the topic of game emulators and how, you know, you can get something like the Nintendo NES Classic and be able to play these classic games, but it's still not going to have, like, the same feel of the original games. Even if they try to replicate the controller, there might be, like, some niche differences there. There isn't going to be, like, the TV static and stuff like that and the original, you know, box TV kind of stuff that would have come with it, and visual effects that you'd be putting up with. They did also mention in this one video lecture that I was tuning into that, you know, apparently there was some setting in the NES Classic where it's like you can turn on, like, some original TV effects to try and restore a little bit of authenticity, but you can never quite fully recreate, like, the original environment and feel of the original games. I am glad that this is keeping, like, the dialogue and that feel there. You know, it's not trying to, you know, change things. Just like, yeah, this is what it was, but, you know, you're still not going to be able to play this game and have the feel of, you know, what it would feel like originally, though, playing it on original hardware. Hello, John Wildcat. Yeah, this is some Metal Gear here. But I just wanted to see if the dialogue was changed. Let's play a little bit of MGS3, just for fun.